my coffee?
What?
Don't you stare at it. Don't you look at it.
At what?
You turn around, walk the other way. You got a nice butt, though. Hi. Good afternoon, good morning, good whatever it is. Today, normally would be Friday of this video being uploaded, but it's Saturday when I'm recording it. So it's either Saturday when it's uploaded or it's the day after. Who knows? There's absolutely no way to tell. Well, it's been a very interesting week for me. What has happened? What has happened? What has happened? What has happened? I have a thing coming up that I need to film tomorrow. It's a quick, short little scene. You could call it a short film. Sure, it's really a scene, but you could call it a short film. The director of Strange Enough, which is the Doctor Strange fan film that's on YouTube. If you are curious, you can check it out. Just look up Strange Enough or Doctor Strange, Strange Enough. I had fun with it. And right now it's got over 24,000 views, I think, which is pretty sweet. We just seen pump those numbers up, go up there. The same director has cast me in another project, and to do like a camera test, lens test, chemistry test, all of those things, and an opportunity to work with an actor that I haven't worked with yet, named Henry Haggard, who I am excited to work with. He's pretty good, and I want to dance. I want to play. I want to feel the juices whenever I'm on set. I'm hoping that will happen because it's really nice whenever you get to do that, especially on film. It doesn't happen a whole lot because there's a lot of starting and stopping and stopping and starting. All right, yes, the lighting in here does look different than the last time. It's going to look different every time until I get a specific lighting setup for the room. This is also where I do my self-tapes, so the lights that are being used are always moved, and this is not only my office, but it is my bedroom. Right over there is a bed. Not like in the air, but down there. You can see the, right here, you can see the side of it. The tail end of it, the corner, whatever you want to call it. My plan is to get some of those hanging lights and put them like over here, but the problem is that there's a door right there, so I can't really put them on the door, which is where I want to put them as far as what it looks like in camera. So I'm gonna have to figure something out, maybe up into the corner and there. Fuck, look, I don't fucking know. I'll figure something out. Maybe. Oh, my mental image of myself every morning whenever I get delicious coffee is that picture of one of those majestic monkeys. I don't know what kind it is. The one that's in the natural hot spring. You know the picture where they're sitting there like this, as if they're coveting the warmth, which is the coffee. This weekend is also the 48-hour film festival or film project or competition. Nashville's 48-hour film competition. There we go. That is this weekend. Some friends of mine are doing it. They got some teams together, and I'm rooting for them, and I want them to do great on this stressful competition. It is not easy. It's not necessarily fun because there's a lot of things at stake. There's a lot of moving parts all at once happening nonstop. And you don't sleep a whole lot. You're there for all 3 days, 2 days, because it's 48. You know what I mean? I did have a team reach out to me last night and ask if I would be interested. And I am interested. People, I am interested. I just have this thing tomorrow that I have to concentrate on, and this is a paid gig. This is a thing, so it trumps the 48-hour. No offense. It's just this is going to be a thing, and that's a thing, and blah, 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 blah. I've typed up some stuff that I want to talk about, so that way I'm not rambling. Next up, we're going to talk about positivity. Positivity! positivity. I also need a, what do they call it? A refill. I need more fuel. All right. We got more coffee. We're ready to go. We're ready to pick back up. Hello again. Not like there was any time that passed by for you. Okay, so let's talk about bookings. Let's talk about getting them and the lack thereof. Or lack thereof, not the lack thereof. Listen, I'm a fucking idiot, okay? So, I learned a thing, and I have been given a new perspective, and it helped me grow, and I want to share this, okay? There are two things that helped me grow in the last week. Two major things. And I'm so grateful that they happened and that I experienced them so that I can take that knowledge and that lesson and continue it on in life, because it's pretty profound for me. First off, I did an audition. I had an audition for a short film. Can't talk about it, can't give the name, can't give really specifics, but the audition that I did, I reached a level of auditioning that I've not been at before. And what I mean by that is, listen, this is, here's what happens. Bing! You get an email that says, hey, you got an audition, it's due in 2 days. Great, 2 days. That's 48 hours. You get to read over the script, do all of your character work, all of your script analysis, and be able to put it out and then hopefully give your version of an audition and then edit it and turn it in. 48 hours, that's still a lot of work, but I'm used to it now, so I can do it very quickly. Well, as quickly as a reader will come up. Let me walk you through. I got an audition at like 9:45, 10 o'clock at night, and I only had 1 day that I could do it in. And I had a very small window, okay? In that small window, normally you have 48 to 72 hours in order to turn things around, maybe more if you're lucky. Sometimes it's that day. Sometimes it's like ASAP. So I was able to do the work on Sunday. By do the work, I mean Sunday is the only day that I had to break everything down on the script, find a reader, get everything set up in order to do it in my bedroom, office, and edit it and send it off. Well, the hope of an actor when they audition is that they tap into the place that they know they can go where the good acting is, okay? Where you're not relying on words, you're relying on your emotions. You're not relying on the lines, you're relying on the places that you go on the inside of your brain. And what I mean by that is, think about like Shakespeare, okay? If there are any newbie actors that are watching, Shakespeare's really fucking hard, okay? I don't necessarily like Shakespeare. The language is not today. The only people that like Shakespeare are the people that like Shakespeare. The only people that will go to a Shakespeare show are the people that like Shakespeare. That's it. I can't repeat any lines right now. The only Shakespeare I've done is drunken Shakespeare for inebriated Shakespeare. I got paid to take shots on stage and get fucking pissed and fuck everything up and ad-lib and improv and just have a good time. You have to come up with your own translation. So you need to know the meaning of all the words that you're saying. You also need to understand what the text is telling you, but also what your internal monologue is, what your specific thought process is. We do that as well with normal lines. I just give Shakespeare as an example because it's harder, so it's a little easier to understand. So let's say if you say to someone, I need you to leave. Let's set up the scene. It's two lovers who are at the brink of letting each other go. They get into an argument. The last thing one of them says to the other is, I need you to leave. And then the other person leaves. That I need you to leave can have so many different meanings. I need you to leave this room. I need you to leave my life. I need you to leave me alone. I need your, I need the trauma that you have instilled upon me to leave. I need the comfort that you give me and could give me a very easygoing life to leave. There's so many different things that it can mean. In your brain as a person, you have a meaning to what you're saying. You're not necessarily meaning the words that you say. In an audition, it's hard to do enough work and get to a good enough place to where you are there. You're fully in translation mode. You're fully in guiding what you do with your emotions and how you feel, because you are in the moment. You're fully listening to your scene partner. In this case, it's a reader. In this case, because of pandemic, it's a person coming through speakers on a computer or an iPad or a cell phone or something, and you're staring at a blank wall. I have a little guy that's my eye line, a little bear thing, but you get to a point you hope that you get to a point to where you are there in an audition. It doesn't happen most of the time, not for me. At least up until now, it has not happened. I have been searching for a way to tap into that realm of thinking, of auditioning, acting in an audition, to be that free and let me come out, right? Because I'm playing a character. It's not me. It's a character. It's some guy named Walter. He's a security guard at an underground facility, right? That's not me, okay? But I still take portions of me. I act as if it is me, and I react in the same way that I would react, except I take on the traits that have been given to me via the text, the character breakdown, an actual filmmaker or director, writer, whoever I can get information off of, or the tone of the show, or the other filmmakers or casting directors, like some kind of hint to tell me which direction I should go. I use those traits within myself and I push them out. I make them more on the surface instead of bury them in. It's not always easy to do that. By it's not always easy, I mean it's almost impossible to really get there in this kind of self-tape audition, super short turnaround environment without feeling as if you are 100% going through the motions of, okay, right here I need to be upset because of blah, blah, blah. Okay, right here I need to smile because, people like charm, and who doesn't like a nice little smile from an attractive face? There are so many elements that go into it, and you write it out. It really just depends on your own personal work. Every actor has their own way of doing things. We go through classes, we read books, we get education. Some people go to Juilliard. Some people only act in their community theater, but we all come up with ways that help us get better at it. In theory, unless you're a hobbyist, in which case you're probably not working a hell of a lot, that hell of a lot hard to get better. So, to end this thing, I need to break all these up and have like different videos. I decided to throw everything away, but that is a very simple, that's a very simple way to put it, because I had done the scene, the first scene that I did in 2 takes. That's it. I got I wanted 2 different takes, 2 different versions, 2 different options, choices to do. I knocked both of those out. 1 take, boom, first choice done. Next one, second take, boom, done. I didn't have to do it a 3rd time. I did everything exactly how I wanted. I reached everything I needed because that scene didn't really have that many levels. It was just boom, there, right on. I knew what I did. Second one, whoa. The things that I had planned, the emotions that I had wanted to get to achieve a certain thing in the audition, went out the window. They left the room, slammed the door, locked it, got in a car, drove off, and never to return, okay? I don't know why I did this, but I do know how I did this. Well, I do know why, to make a good audition, but you know what I mean. The few times that has happened, it just happened. This time, I know exactly what I did. I know exactly how I got there. I know where my brain went. I know what I did internally to get to the place that I needed to go to, that I was not aware that I was going to go to. And the amount of vulnerability that is in that audition, it's the best audition that I've done today. I'm not even going to get cast in this thing. I'm not. It's okay. I have recently decided that I'm no longer going to look at auditions as auditions. And yeah, you see so many videos online that tell you this, so many great acting coaches that say these things. Listen, these people are trying to get you to come and take their class, okay? They're telling you all the good stuff that you need to hear in order to pay their money for good measure. Some of them are really good at what they do and will absolutely change the way you do things. I'm not knocking on them trying to make a buck at all, because we all got to learn how to act somehow. And if those people are the ones that teach us, then hell yes. But it's not understood, and they don't tell you exactly what to do in your mind, because every person's different. And that's a one-on-one thing. It's not a huge class thing where they can just go, hey, these are the things you need to do to get there. For me, the times that I have gotten there in an audition, I don't mean a fully fleshed out character and script, and we're on set or we're on stage and we're doing a performance. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you just put all this stuff together 2 hours ago. Now you're standing in front of the camera being recorded. This is what you're going to send to the casting director, that hopefully the producers and director will see, that will hopefully get you the job. This is what I'm talking about. I leveled up, and I'm really happy about it. And I know what I did, so I am excited what I can do for my next audition, which for me, as of now, is no longer an audition to get me a job. Now it is an opportunity, even with the shittiest scripts, because I've had some pretty shit ones recently. Al Pacino said this: the challenge is not in the well-written scripts. Those are the ones that are the easiest, because it tells you exactly what to do and who you are and how to be. It's the difficult scripts, the not good ones, that aren't written very well, without good dialogue, without realistic conversations between characters. Those are the ones that are the most difficult, because you have to put the most work into. I never thought of it that way. Now I do. I'm going to lean into that, and that is my opportunity to make real-time discoveries about myself. I'm using it as an opportunity to try out different impressionistic stuff, like painting, right? I'm not looking at it like I hope they buy my painting. I'm looking at it like I want to try something different this time, just because I did it the last time. And that's huge for me. That's big. That's a growth moment that happened this last week, and I felt necessary to share it. Yes, it took over 10 minutes. Next, number 2, the other thing that helped me grow this week. All right, truth time. I was on set for a music video on Monday for a country music artist from Texas who has recently moved over to Nashville. I do not normally do music videos. I don't like auditioning for music videos. I don't like auditioning for commercials. But for the music video, it's for a country artist. I don't like country music. I've lived in Nashville, Tennessee my entire life. I don't like country music. But this country artist, Cody Johnson, the specific song that the music video was going to is actually a really good song. It made me feel something. And I was able to go into the music video liking what I was doing instead of judging it, which normally I'm judging it. Normally I'm critiquing everything. I don't want to be this way. This is how my brain works, okay? I can't turn it off. I was able to go to set and just be instead of critique, which was awesome. I got to play dress up as a cowboy. I got to I got to laugh all day long. I got to go fishing in some waders, the knee high or the waist high things that keep you dry. I got to do that. I didn't catch any fish and I fucked up the fishing pole, but that's fine. I got to do that with people. The thing that made me, I learned a new perspective. And I'm not going to say that I apologize for the way that I view things previously. I'm just going to say that I am thankful, really, that I was taught this lesson. And it's not necessarily a good thing. The reason why I say that is because when you go to set and you meet new actors and you have a lot of downtime, a lot of time to talk to each other, you talk about your projects, you talk about what you've booked, your bookings, your auditions, your agent, your manager, lack thereof, what you want to get, the market. You talk about so many things. I go and I say, okay, what in my brain is going to be bragging? What in my brain is going to be informative? What in my brain is going to be fun to talk about? What's going to come across as too much? What's going to be something I could talk about now? How many details can I give without giving too many details? Should I make it sound like it's a big important thing? Should I make it sound like it's not that big important? These things go through my brain. And these are decisions that I make real time in front of the actor, whoever it is. And we share stuff. I was speaking to one of the actors who stated that they had not booked anything in 2 years before this music video. And you haven't booked anything in 2 years? And immediately, all of the things in my brain that I had logged to, hey, bullet point, let's talk about all the good shit we do. I didn't want to talk about any of it now because I felt like a braggart. I felt, who am I to go to this person who hasn't booked anything in 2 years, who's a really cool guy, really nice, funny, great dude, good look too, good looking, attractive, made some awesome choices on set for acting that was like, I didn't even think about that. It was really good. Hasn't booked anything in 2 years, and I have. I've booked a lot of stuff in 2 years. So that really, it gave me a new way of thinking about bookings and where my career is and how my trajectory is going. And there's a quote by Harrison Ford that has been going around recently that says, I'm paraphrasing, don't try to copy someone else's success. Your success is your own journey, or you have to find your own path to your own success, something like that. And I feel that I have been looking at different people and seeing what they've done to get where they are, and I want to do that. I want to do those things, but now I don't. Now I want to find my own way, but I don't want to find my own way. I don't like finding things. I want to figure it out. I don't want to happen upon it. It has to be strategic. It has to be purposeful. There needs to be small goals that we can achieve to get there. What are these small goals? Also, I read this past week as well. You are the CEO of your own business. My business is James David West, the actor. I am the CEO of that business. Stop asking permission to run it how you want to. There is no right or wrong way to run a business. There's only ways that work and ways that don't. You're not going to know what works and what doesn't work for you specifically unless you try them. But that's up to me and the growth and everything. Just that thing. Stop asking permission to run it the way that you want to. That is profound, isn't it? Think about it. Stop asking permission to run your business the way that you want to. That opened up a whole new doorway of possibilities and things that I can focus on. And I have ideas. I have things that I've wanted to do. I have things that I've wanted to put forth the effort in. Other people will say, "Why are you wasting your time on this?" It's like, no, I'm not wasting my time. This is something that I think I should do. But then That's not what other people did. And this is wrong. You shouldn't do these things. This isn't the right way. This isn't what other people would do. Why don't you do it this way? Pump the brakes. I'm going to do things the way that I want to now. I am not going to ask for permission anymore. And I am not going to worry. Wow. Yeah. You just witnessed that happening. I'm not going to worry anymore. We're all about self-discovery, internet. We love it. Especially in 2021, at the age of 35, I am, what is it? It's August, September, October, November, 3 months away from turning 36. Holy shit. So, I have grown in the last week, and it doesn't always happen. Is it coincidental that it happened whenever I recently started my channel? Yeah, sure. Also, I mean, I like to talk about these things. These are important to me, so now I have a thing to at least say it out loud. Trust me, this isn't the first time I've talked about this. This is like the 7th or 8th time. Because I like talking about it. I love it. I love this shit. Fuck. That's, yeah. Yeah. So, anyone that's watching and anyone that's made it up until now, thank you for sticking around on this video. I'm not going to apologize for any long videos. I'm just, listen, this is episode 3 today. You already know what this is about. And if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be. That's it. If you don't want to be, you don't have to. I'm excited that I get to be on the set tomorrow. I'm excited that I have 2 feature films that are going to be wrapping principal photography this year in a few months, in October, hopefully. I'm excited to see what the next audition brings as far as if I'm able to recreate the things, which hopefully I am because I know what I did to get there. And I want to say that this one's for me. This is a thing I may not share with people yet. I think I've stumbled upon something that is going to be unique to my brain. And I want to see what that can do for me first before I tell people. It's not anything. Just think about your mom. That's the secret. Think about your mom while you have an audition, which in full honesty, I do often. I think my mom is in a lot of my thoughts whenever it comes to my auditions. My mom, my baby sister, my big sister, my dad, my stepdad, my best friend, my roommate, my heterosexual life mate, my biffle, Peter. We've been best friends for 20 years. I am privileged in having the friendship that I have with my best friend. I don't know anyone else that has a best friend of 20 years who has stayed this close with them. And that's a kinship that I will forever keep to my heart and be thankful for. And hopefully he knows I'll never take that for granted. Love you, Pete. That's it. That's today's video. You haven't clicked away yet. You should probably click away. Hey, did anyone watch The Suicide Squad? That movie was fucking good. I actually liked it a lot. Go figure. Look, I'm trying a new thing where I'm not saying the negative things. I'm saying the positive things. I still think the negative things, but I'm not saying them on social media. I'm keeping them on the inside because how does it serve me? It doesn't. Aside from me being able to vent the thing that I want to vent and having hundreds of people look at it. Yeah. Here's to growth, internet.